they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eddie Royal is intended target. That'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Cutler. It's caught. Jeremy Langford. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From midfield now, here's Cutler. He's got that one complete to Eddie Royal. And he's brought down. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down. Throwing now, Cutler on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Now after the INT, it's Carr sliding out of the pocket. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Fresh set of downs here. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll give the Raiders a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So 1 quarter down here in Super Bowl 51. The Raiders on top. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Let's make these babies proud on the way back home. Zebra! All right, here we go. Baby, alert! Zebra!
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way.
Jeremy Langford. Touchdown, Chicago. Jeremy Langford, 81 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. But he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now here come the Raiders. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll try it again on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
We ready? Zebra! 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 Set!
On first down, Carr eluding the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
All right, here we go. Zebra! Zebra! Hey, we go rally. Rally.
Carr to throw on second down. That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Michael Rivera, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails? Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year. That did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them? Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams. Ooh. They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. Dumps it into the flat to Langford. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll throw on first down with Cutler. Royal making the catch over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Throwing again, it's Cutler. Flush to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Cutler to throw again. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. On first down, it's Cutler. Catch made right side by Wilson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, here's Cutler on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Jaquiz Rodgers there, and that'll bring up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. It's Cutler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Now Cutler. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jaquiz Rodgers, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down after a good game.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
To throw his car. Crabtree with it over the middle. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Carr now on first down. Crabtree has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Carr to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And he's got room. And now the ball's out. Carr lost lost it. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And Janikowski bangs it through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider defense now, here they are as they get ready to trot back onto the field. Obviously a close game from the defensive standpoint. Maybe don't want to blow it too much out of proportion, but how important is this drive?
I think it's huge for them because they've got to find a way to help out their offense, whether it's doing it themselves, taking the ball away and scoring, or setting their offense up in a good position to give them a chance to fully be back in this game.
Sometimes that defense triggers the offense. We'll see. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Cutler on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. And they're going to speed things up here. Final play of the half. It's Cutler. He's going to look deep down the field and unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So we've reached intermission in what has been a back-and-forth Super Bowl 51 from Houston. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, let's take a look at some...
Do you seriously just skip the halftime of the Super Bowl? Who does that? It's a Super Bowl. Watch the halftime show. All right, here we go. 3rd quarter action now. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, nice move. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. On 1st down, Murray. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, Carr finds Roberts left side. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And they get 28 yards on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Latavius Murray, his second touchdown. This Super Bowl, and the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Janikowski on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Here's Thompson to return it. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up. to about the 35-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, it's Cutler. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. From the red zone now, here's Cutler on first down. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Jeremy Langford, the one he was trying to get it to. And it's second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Again on second and 10, it's Cutler. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Throwing again, it's Cutler. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, it's Cutler. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket. And he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Cutler to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. Now it's Cutler. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Their big tight end from 6 yards away. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Now Gold for the extra point.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Throwing on first down is Carr, escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction, and then you have the OTAs and minicamps. You get to see them on the field for the first time, and we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Mitch on Ryan. In there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they... And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here we go. Wide and yay. Wide and yay. 50 to 5. 50 to 5. Here we go.
1 quarter remains in Super Bowl 51. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Hey, we're
They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Seth Roberts from 10 yards out. And a forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Raiders. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Here's Thompson on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And quickly, they get to the line. Now Cutler to throw on 2nd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles. And I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They go play action here on 1st down. Crabtree with it over the middle. Give him 18 on that one. Good enough for an Oakland 1st down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
Pass interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact to give the defender a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
Now they'll run. Murray. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's the option going right. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Onto the field now come the Bears. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the right side, this is Miller. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Chicago first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now Carr going to give it to Murray on a draw play. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop him here. So now we're going to see.
And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. 2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back to crown a champion after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. And marching back out there now, the Raiders defense gets ready. They're looking for one final stop here, put this game on ice. What's the message from the defensive coordinator here?
Don't overthink it. You know what you have to do. Let's get this game over with and get to the locker room.
Yeah, that's the key, right? Just get it over quickly. They don't want to deal with any extra time.
You don't want any extra time. You don't want to do something out of the ordinary that gives them an opportunity and hope. Go out there and play the way you know how. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now Cutler. Royal making the catch over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now it's Cutler. This caught by Royal. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Throwing now is Cutler. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Cutler. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. Josh Bellamy, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Well, not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
Cutler will throw. Over the middle here to Wilson. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up. Cutler to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set them back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
To throw again is Cutler. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, here's Cutler. On the right side, this is Miller. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Cutler looking to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. Here we go. It's Cutler on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders are going to win the football game. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They go with Murray again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to throw, Carr. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And the Oakland Raiders are on top of the football world. They will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.